If you are new to the stock market and you want to learn how to trade stocks, then this is the video for you. In today's video, we will answer the question, what stocks should I buy? So make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video so you don't make any mistakes. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel where we discuss everything day trading to keep you profitable. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can be notified every time we post new videos. One way on how to know what stocks to trade is by using a stock screener. Stock screener allows you to filter stocks based on your desired criteria, and then it shows you a list of stocks that meet those requirements. For example, let's say you want to find the best cheap stocks to buy right now. You would want to look for stocks that have a low market cap, because generally the lower the market cap, the cheaper the stock is. So you would type in a low market cap here, and then maybe a price target of $1, $5, $10, or maybe even higher. We also want to sort the results by market cap. This way we can see which stocks have the lowest market caps. As you can see, there are many cheap stocks available to buy right now. You could do the same thing for growth stocks. Let's say you want to find the fastest growing stocks. Here we would look for a high percentage for year-to-date growth and a high percentage for 5-year growth. Then you could sort the results by year-to-date growth percentage. As you can see, these are some of the fastest growing stocks right now. You could apply the same logic for value stocks. Let's say you want to find the most undervalued stocks right now. Here we would look for a low price to earnings ratio and a low price to sales ratio. And you could sort the results by the lowest price to earnings ratio. As you can see, these are some of the most undervalued stocks right now. The second way on how to know what stocks to trade is by using a stock tracker. Stock tracker allows you to track your favorite stocks all in one place. Let's say you're interested in trading Apple. You could add Apple to your stock tracker. Same thing with Netflix and Tesla. Now let's say you want to compare Apple and Netflix. As you can see, both companies are performing very well. Their year-to-date growth percentages are very high, and their revenue is also increasing. However, Apple has a much higher price-to-earnings ratio compared to Netflix. So depending on what type of investor you are, you could choose to invest in either of these two stocks. Or let's say you're interested in trading cryptocurrencies instead of stocks. Let's add Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP to our crypto tracker. Now let's say we want to compare Bitcoin and Ethereum. As you can see, both cryptocurrencies are performing very well. However, Bitcoin is clearly outperforming Ethereum. Bitcoin has a much higher price-to-earnings ratio compared to Ethereum. So depending on what type of investor you are, you could choose to invest in either of these two cryptocurrencies. A stock filter allows you to save your favorite filters, so you don't have to reapply them every time you open a screener. For example, let's say you want to find the best growth stocks to buy right now. A stock market expert is someone who has a proven track record of generating winning returns in the stock market. For example, you could follow Warren Buffett, Peter Lynch, Charlie Munger, Bill Ackman, Stanley Druckenmiller, Ray Dalio, and many more. Don't forget to subscribe so you will be notified when we upload a new video. I will cover the basics so that even a beginner can understand this simple strategy. The most important thing before we start trading is to learn how to pick good stocks that have a great potential to grow. So let's talk about that first. The great thing about following a stock market expert is that you need to spend countless hours doing research. There are many of them out there, but for me personally, I use a website. If we hover the pointer over the company's name, we can see that its P ratio is 8.63. This means that the market is undervaluing this company, but keep in mind that we cannot compare to different companies. P ratios if they operate in different industries because the level of valuation in each industry is different. For example, technology companies usually have higher P ratios than utility companies. It's simple, easy to navigate, and has pretty much everything you need. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Do that, we need to add an industry indicator. You can find it in the Indicators tab. We will leave all the default settings as is and simply click on Apply. There are many brokerages where you can open an account and start trading. Some of them are TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, and Fidelity. But keep in mind that all these brokerages are commission-based, which means that you will have to pay a fee every time you make a trade. The best way to avoid trading fees is to use a zero-commission brokerage like Webull, so you can make trades without paying any fees. Now we can easily see which companies belong to which industry. Then you can choose how many shares you want to buy. I recommend that you start with a small amount so that you can get comfortable with the trading platform. After that, you can click on Buy. The first thing you want to do is to open the screener and type in the stock market index. Let's say we want to compare Apple and Disney's valuation, so we need to make sure that both of them are in the same industry. As you can see, both companies belong to the same industry, which is the consumer cyclical industry. The average P ratio for this industry is around 20. If we take a look at Apple's P ratio, we can see that it's lower than the average P ratio, which means that this company is undervalued. So we can move on to the next step. For example, here I am typing in Dow Jones Industrial Average and click on Search. As you can see, the index is currently at 34,921 points. This means that if I buy one share of Dow Jones Industrial Average, I technically own a small piece of Apple, Microsoft, Nike, and 30 other major companies. But keep in mind that Dow Jones is a price index, which means it does not include dividends and due diligence because they have already done the hard work for you. All you need to do is follow their advice and then make sure you invest in the stock market consistently. In simple terms, it shows how much the market values the company based on its earnings. If the P ratio is low, it means that the company is undervalued. And if the P ratio is high, it means that the company is overvalued. We want to find a company that has a low P ratio, because this means that the market is undervaluing this company. To do that, we need to add a fundamental indicator called price-to-earnings ratio, or P ratio. You can find it in the Indicators tab. We will leave all the default settings as is, and simply click on Apply. Now we can easily sort all the stocks in the index by their P ratios. You could add a filter for market cap, sector, industry, as well as a price range. Let us say you only want to look at large cap stocks from the technology sector within the software industry. And let us say you only want to look at stocks with a price between $100 and $200. Then you could name this filter Best Growth Stocks and save it. Now, every time you open the screener, you could just apply the filter. And then you will see a list of the best growth stocks that fit your criteria. The third way on how to know what stocks to trade is by using a stock filter. A stock list is simply a curated list of stocks that meet certain criteria. For example, here is a list of the best growth stocks. Here's another list of the best growth stocks according to another source. You can find a lot of curated stock lists online, so make sure you do your research and due diligence before investing in any stock. The fourth way on how to know what stocks to trade is by using a stock list. And the fifth way on how to know what stocks to trade is by following a stock market expert. It will teach you everything you need to know about the stock market to get started. Now, if you want to learn more about the stock market, make sure you click the link down below and grab our free stock market guide. Hello, and welcome to our channel, where you will always find something that improves your trading. In today's video, I will show you how to trade stocks in the stock market. You want to go to a reliable website that provides financial information? Since we are looking for undervalued stocks, we want to sort the index components by price-to-earnings ratio. If you don't know what the P ratio is, it's basically the current share price divided by the company's earnings per share. Let's say we found a company with a really low P ratio, like this one right here. So the next step is to find the average P ratio for the specific industry. And if we look at the left side of the screen, we can see all the industries and their average P ratios. Which brings us to the next question, which is how to buy this stock. Once you have opened your brokerage account, you want to open a new position and type in the stock ticker symbol. I hope this video helped you understand how to trade individual stocks.